What if I told you there's a Toyota that combines the efficiency of a Prius, the everyday reliability of a Corolla, and the practicality of an SUV all in one package? That's right, the 2026 Toyota Corolla Cross Hybrid is here, and it's aiming to be the ultimate no-brainer car for families, commuters, and anyone who just wants a vehicle that does it all without breaking the bank. Stick around, because by the end of this video, you'll know exactly why this could be Toyota's most important hybrid yet. Now, let's start with a bit of context. The Corolla has been a household name for decades. It's one of the best-selling cars of all time, with over 50 million units sold worldwide. But here's the thing, while sedans are still strong in many parts of the world, in markets like the United States, SUVs and crossovers are king. That's where the Corolla Cross comes in. Launched just a few years ago, the Corolla Cross quickly carved out a niche for buyers who love the reliability of the Corolla sedan but crave more space, a higher driving position, and that SUV versatility. And now, with the 2026 hybrid version, Toyota is doubling down on what buyers want most: efficiency and practicality, wrapped in a package that feels modern, affordable, and easy to live with at first glance. The 2026 Corolla Cross Hybrid doesn't scream for attention, but that's exactly its strength. Toyota didn't try to reinvent the wheel. Here they built on a design language that's clean, modern, and approachable. Up front, you'll notice slim LED headlights and Toyota's updated grille design, giving the SUV a confident yet friendly face. The proportions are spot on. It's compact enough for city driving, yet tall and wide enough to look like a real SUV, not just a lifted hatchback. Roof rails and a slightly more muscular stance separate the hybrid trims visually, especially the SE and XSE versions with their sportier accents. And for 2026, Toyota has added two new paint colors: Boost Blue Pearl and Solar Reflection Metallic. These aren't wild, shouty options, but they do give the Corolla Cross a bit of youthful energy. Now, here's where Toyota really nails the formula. Price. The 2026 Corolla Cross Hybrid is expected to start at around $30,000 and top out near $34,000 depending on trim. That's huge, because when you compare this with some of its rivals like the Honda HR-V, the Mazda CX-30, or even the Hyundai Kona Hybrid, the Corolla Cross offers hybrid power standard with all-wheel drive, something many competitors charge extra for, or don't even offer at all. For many buyers, that sweet spot is the SE trim. It gives you essentials like blind spot monitoring, roof rails, paddle shifters, and tinted windows, all while staying under $32,000. The higher-end XSE trim is where you get the goodies like heated seats, faux leather, and a power driver's seat, so you can tailor the Corolla Cross to your budget and lifestyle. Okay, let's talk performance, because this is where the Corolla Cross Hybrid quietly surprises people. Under the hood is a 2.0-liter four-cylinder engine paired with 3 electric motors. Together, they deliver 196 horsepower. That might not sound like a lot in a world of turbocharged engines. But here's the kicker. This SUV hits 0 to 60 in just 7.3 seconds. Compare that to the non-hybrid Corolla Cross, which takes a sluggish 9.2 seconds. And you start to see why the hybrid is the smarter choice. And of course, there's the standard all-wheel drive system. Unlike some competitors that only drive the front wheels and leave a WD as an expensive upgrade, Toyota includes it here, which makes the Corolla Cross Hybrid a more confident companion in rain, snow, or even light off-road situations. But let's be real, if you're buying a hybrid Toyota, it's not because you're chasing lap times, it's because you want efficiency. And this SUV delivers. Official EPA numbers for the 2026 model aren't out yet, but the 2025 version clocked in at 45 mpg in the city and 38 mpg on the highway. In real-world highway testing, it returned about 36 mpg for a family-friendly SUV with all-wheel drive. That's excellent. To put it in perspective, that means fewer stops at the gas station, lower ownership costs, and a driving range of well over 400 miles per tank. For commuters, families, or anyone who hates seeing gas prices climb, this is a huge win. Now, practicality is the Corolla Cross Hybrid's secret weapon. Inside, you'll find 22 cubic feet of cargo space behind the rear seats. That's more than the Corolla hatchback and way more than the sedan. Fold those rear seats down, and you've got enough room for road trips, Costco runs, or even a weekend camping setup. It's not trying to be the biggest SUV in its class, but the way Toyota packages the interior makes it feel larger than the numbers suggest. The higher seating position gives you that SUV confidence. Visibility is excellent, and getting in and out is effortless, especially compared to lower-slung sedans or hatchbacks. Step inside, and you'll immediately recognize Toyota's modern design language. The dashboard takes inspiration from the Honda Civic, but Toyota keeps things simple and logical. Every button and knob feels exactly where it should be. The seats are supportive without being overly firm, and there's plenty of storage cubbies for everyday items. Even long drives are a breeze, thanks to excellent seat ergonomics and straightforward controls. And if you go for the XSE trim, Toyota adds touches like ambient interior lighting, a sunroof, and a flip-down center armrest for the rear passengers. Small details, but they make the cabin feel more premium without sending the price into luxury territory. Of course, in 2026, no car is complete without tech. And here, the Corolla Cross Hybrid strikes a good balance between modern features and everyday USA. Bility. Every model now gets a 10.5-inch infotainment display with wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, plus a wireless charging pad. Higher trims upgrade to a 12.3-inch digital gauge cluster, rear USB-C ports, and even a JBL premium sound system. The interface is simple, responsive, and not overloaded with flashy gimmicks. That's a big deal, because Toyota knows many of its buyers want tech that works, not tech that frustrates, and of course, it wouldn't be a Toyota without safety being front and center. The Corolla Cross Hybrid comes with Toyota Safety Sense 3.0 standard. That includes adaptive cruise control, lane keeping assist, blind spot monitoring, pedestrian detection, and automatic emergency braking. The new system has been refined to feel less intrusive, more natural, and better at predicting real-world scenarios. And here's something important. Even with all these assists, you never feel like the car is taking over. It's there to help, but you're always in control. That's exactly how it should be. Of course, the 2026 Toyota Corolla Cross Hybrid doesn't exist in a vacuum. It faces some strong competition in the subcompact SUV segment, and each rival brings its own flavor to the table. The Honda HR-V is one of the most obvious challengers, offering a comfortable ride and Honda's legendary reliability. But here's the catch: it doesn't have a hybrid option, and its modest performance makes it feel slower compared to the Corolla Cross Hybrid's more responsive setup. Then there's the Mazda CX-30, which is often praised for its stylish design and sharp driving dynamics. If you want something that feels almost premium at a mainstream price, Mazda delivers. But the trade-off is tighter rear seat space and less impressive fuel economy. The Hyundai Kona Hybrid is another interesting competitor, bringing bold styling and plenty of tech at a competitive price. However, it doesn't offer as much interior room, and while Hyundai has come a long way with quality, it still can't quite match Toyota's long-term reputation for dependability and resale value. Finally, we can't ignore the Subaru Crosstrek Hybrid, which emphasizes rugged character and comes with all-wheel drive as well. But its higher price and lower efficiency put it at a disadvantage against the Corolla Cross Hybrid. What makes the Corolla Cross Hybrid stand out is balance. Where rivals might excel in one or two areas, whether it's style, sportiness, or off-road character, the Toyota manages to rank near the top in almost every category. What makes the Corolla Cross Hybrid stand out is how balanced it is. It may not win in raw performance or have the flashiest tech, but it hits every single important category: fuel economy, space, comfort, safety, and price, making it arguably the most complete package in its class. Let's step back for a moment, because here's the real reason the 2026 Corolla Cross Hybrid matters. It's not trying to be flashy. It's not trying to impress you with giant horsepower numbers or wild styling. Instead, it's focused on being the kind of car you can depend on every single day. For around $30,000, you're getting hybrid efficiency, standard all-wheel drive, Toyota reliability, and everyday usability wrapped in a package that just works. It's not about flash, it's about confidence, convenience, and value.